This is the NITECORE GP3 action camera light. And while I said I wasn't going to be doing that many more reviews, this one caught my attention. So first, it's a compact little action camera light that comes with all the mounting hardware you need to mount it right beside your GoPro camera. But then it runs on the same batteries as the GoPro Hero 3s did. Now, it would be better if it ran on a Hero 5 battery, which would mean that whatever camera batteries you took with you would just work. But the Hero 3 batteries are pretty good because most people who've had a GoPro camera for a while will have been carrying around or will have quite the collection of Hero 3 batteries. So they'll be able to just kind of carry around spare batteries for this little light. Then it's waterproof up to 10 meters, which means if you go swimming with it or diving with it, you'll be able to illuminate whatever's underwater. And that's really where the light source starts to come into its own. But then it's got a diffuser on it, so you can slide up this little diffuser on the front of the light, which allows you to kind of spread out or widen the angle of the light that's coming out. So this is nice if you're shooting close-up shots and you want to make sure that you're really illuminating everything in that shot. That's when sliding up that diffuser is extremely helpful. But if you want to get, you're outside and you want to shoot something really, really far away, then sliding that diffuser down allows you to take advantage of the maximum 365 lumens of output that the GP3 is capable of. So in the past, when I've done reviews of action camera lights, I've taken them outside and I've shot the entire review on a GoPro camera at night using the action camera light to illuminate the shot. But having done that before, I didn't want to do it again, so I decided to look for a different kind of use case for an action camera light. Now, I've got an old pickup truck and I spend a lot of time working on it and fixing stuff, and I don't know really how to do any of that, so I look online, I look on YouTube for tutorials on how to do that. And there's a ton of people making tutorials on how to fix basically anything and everything to do with almost any kind of vehicle. But the production quality of most of these tutorials, while the people are knowledgeable, the production quality of the actual videos is very poor. And the biggest thing I notice is a lack of lighting or a lack of fixed shots. So using a unit just like this would be extremely helpful if you're into shooting any kind of repair tutorials on vehicles or anywhere else where lighting is critical to what you're doing. So the nice thing with this is because it's right there beside your camera, when you need it, you can turn it on, and when you don't need it, you can turn it off. It's also got a selectable intensity on the light, which means that depending on how much light you need to add to the shot, you can control it right there. Then with the diffuser, it means that if you're trying to point out something, you can slide that diffuser down and use the light to illuminate what you're trying to point at, or you can slide the diffuser up to make sure the entire shot is well illuminated. I shot some sample video when I was working on my buddy's Audi. We were doing new brakes in the back of it, and I just kind of used this as if you were going to be in there looking at some stuff that you would be illuminating if you were shooting a tutorial on how to fix those brakes. And it worked really, really well. You can see the difference between light on and light off. Now, if this is something that you're going to do or the kind of videos you shoot, you can see that light is really, really critical. The GoPro camera is really great for capturing this kind of tutorial or this kind of video because of its wide angle lens. It means that even in tight spaces, it'll be able to get everything in the shot. And then because it's got a really tight focus distance of up to, I think it's under like 18 inches. Anything past that's in focus, and you don't even have to worry about anything in the shot being in or out of focus. Everything that's in the frame will be in focus, and with a light like this, even working in tight, dark spaces, it'll still be well illuminated. That is the NITECORE GP3 action camera light. It's an all-round solid light for your GoPro camera. The only thing I don't love about it is how tall it is. It'd be nice if it was a little bit narrower or a little bit shorter, so it was about the same size as a GoPro camera. That being said, I understand why it's so big. It's got a lot of flashlight up there, and it does have the onboard charging circuit, which means you don't even have to remove the GoPro battery and charge it off board. You can just charge it right inside by just opening that waterproof flap. So guys, that is the NITECORE GP3 action camera light. If you're going to do any kind of car tutorials or tutorials where you do need a wide angle lens and ample lighting, this is definitely something, a little setup you should check out. Plus, it's easily mountable, which means that if you're doing fixed location stuff, you'd be able to get a very solid shot of you working on something. That's it for me on this one, guys. You can check out this product down in the video description. If you want to keep up to date on what I'm up to, you can follow me on Instagram, Kyle Martin Tech over there. But most of all, until next time, thank you very, very much for watching.